Hello, this is Roger Weston, Flash News. President Zelensky of the Ukraine has a most unfortunate connection with Henry II of England in the 12th century. Henry II, Henry II comes from the Angevin line. Now, the Angevin line traditionally is known for being the brood of Satan. They are now. This isn't just some ancient political fable. This is actually the Angevins were actually very pleased with this, and they took great pride in this comparison as the and that they were the brood of Satan. They took great pride in it. Now Henry II had a conflict with Thomas Becket. Uh, Henry had, of course, put Becket into power. He'd made him Archbishop of Canterbury, and evidently expected him to toe the line and be a puppet. But when it came down to it, Becket, when Henry put forth the Constitutions of Clarendon, uh, allowing him in particular to seize church properties, he got pushback from in resistance from his appointee Thomas Becket, and it was vigorous. Becket was very serious about it. He took his job very seriously, and Thomas or Henry II was known for in frustration going, "Will nobody rid me of this troublesome priest?" And of course, some of his knights took that as a suggestion that they should assassinate Thomas Becket, which is exactly what they did. Well, this had major blowback on Henry. He had just assassinated the Archbishop of Canterbury, and this was a grave mistake. And as a result, Henry had to go on and give public penance. He not only returned all that he had plundered the church properties from the church. He not only had to return those, but he did a pilgrimage to the burial place of Thomas Becket, where he kneeled down at the grave of Thomas Becket and had himself publicly flogged as a show of repentance. Now, whether he did this for political reasons or out of true repentance and remorse, I don't know. Only he knows that. But what we do know is that in the Ukraine today, Vladimir Zelensky has signed a law that he can now seize church properties in Ukraine. In particular, this has to do with Russian properties of the Russian Orthodox Church. There's a feud. There's a conflict of the two churches going way back, and so he signed this. He signed this law, and now, as of November 22nd, Zelensky's security forces raided. They raided the monastery of the Caves in Kiev. Now, I've been to these monasteries of the Caves. This is an absolutely stunning site. It's beautiful, and it's a holy site. They call it the monastery of the Caves because underneath the monastery, they've got all these catacombs. I've gone through and I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen the saints that are buried down there. Some of them are sealed under glass, and they're in these they're in the catacombs. So I've seen them, and the idea that they're just going to seize these properties, it's a shocking thing that Zelensky's doing, a shameful act that he's doing, and I wonder if now is a time for Zelensky to humble himself like Henry II did and have himself publicly flogged and return those properties to the Russian Orthodox Church. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. It's Roger Weston, Flash News.